Hi guys, it's Morgan and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about episode 9 of season 6 of Riverdale, chapter 104, The Serpent Queen's Gambit. Now, if you haven't seen the episode, there will be spoilers in this review, so stop watching if you don't want to be spoiled. So, here's my review for episode 9 of season 6 of Riverdale, chapter 104, The Serpent Queen's Gambit. I didn't blame Archie for being upset when he saw that Percival was in his house talking to Uncle Frank, especially since he's right that Percival isn't a good guy. But unfortunately, Uncle Frank wouldn't listen to him. So I'm hoping that Archie figures out a way to make Uncle Frank and everyone else in the town who likes Percival realize that Percival is not a good guy. When Abigail told Britta about her plan to put Thomasina's soul into Tony's body, and about the other revenge she plans to do to the ancestors of her enemies, it made me hope even more that Britta would figure out a way to bring Cheryl back. I was also hoping that Britta would tell Archie, Betty, and Jughead about Abigail. Since they now have magical abilities, possession shouldn't surprise them. Also, when Kevin told Tony and Fangs that he was worried about Anthony growing up around the Serpents, it made me wonder if Kevin was really concerned or if he was only saying that because Percival was controlling him. Percival going after Tony was really annoying. Just because Tony's the leader of the Serpents doesn't mean she should be removed from the town council. So it was really upsetting that Percival controlled everyone to vote Tony off the council. Especially since before Percival came to the town, nobody seemed to have any problem with Tony being on the council. I was glad that Archie, Betty, and Jughead asked Veronica about Percival, and she told them about how Percival talked to one of the guests at the casino, and then that guest ended up killing himself. I was glad that they talked to Veronica, but I really wish they would have asked Veronica to work with them, because I really miss the episodes where Archie, Betty, Jughead, and Veronica would work together. I know that Veronica is busy with the casino, but I really miss the core four being together. When Reggie's dad was gambling at the casino, I was really concerned for him. And clearly Veronica was too. And I know that when Veronica talked to Reggie about it, Reggie said that his dad was okay, but that obviously wasn't true since Reggie's dad told Reggie that he lost the car dealership while gambling. Obviously, Veronica was right that Reggie's dad has a gambling problem, but I didn't blame Reggie when he said that Hiram has done horrible things, but Veronica hung up his picture, and Reggie's dad only has a gambling problem, but Veronica wants to cut him off from gambling. But when Reggie made the deal with the people who had won the car dealership, I was thinking that he was making a big mistake. It's very lucky that Betty can read auras, since she was able to tell that Cheryl put something in the scones and was able to save Archie and Jughead. Obviously, at that moment, they didn't know that Abigail was possessing Cheryl, but because of that, they knew that Cheryl was up to something. When Sheriff Keller, Kevin, Percival, and other police officers broke into Tony and Fangs' house and said that they had a warrant for hidden weapons and then found the weapons, I thought that Percival either planted them himself or controlled someone else to do it. So I was really surprised when Fangs told Tony that they were his and he was preparing for a war with the Ghoulies. Fangs really shouldn't have done that, especially with Anthony in the house. But my one question is, how did Percival know? When Tony told Abigail that the Ghoulies wanted to kill Archie, it was obvious that Abigail was going to use that. So when Abigail set Archie on fire dressed as a ghoulie, Archie was obviously fine. But I was glad that it caused Jughead to go read Cheryl's mind, but instead he read Britta's and found out the truth about Abigail and told Archie and Betty that they had to help Cheryl. Finally, more people knew about Cheryl's situation. When Anthony went missing, my guess was that Percival was involved, and I was right. And when Twyla called Tony and made a deal that she would return Anthony if the Serpents and the Ghoulies met for a fight, it wasn't a surprise when it was revealed to be a trap. But it was really smart of Tony to tell the Serpents to put down their weapons. And when Percival told the police that the Serpents were resisting arrest, Tony said they weren't. And it was also really smart of her to live stream what was happening. And luckily, a shootout didn't happen. But Tony and the Serpents were arrested. But Tabitha posted Tony's bail so she would be released in the morning, and Tony found out that Kevin had Anthony, and she also found out that all of the Ghoulies except Twyla were killed. I'm wondering if the Riverdale world and the Riverdale world are blending together, because Tony had a flashback of the Children's Protection woman talking to her in Riverdale while she was talking to her in Riverdale. But since Riverdale and Riverdale are supposed to be two separate universes, then the Tony in Riverdale shouldn't have any memories of the Tony in Riverdale. It was a relief to see Archie, Betty, Jughead, Britta, and Nana Rose working together to get Abigail out of Cheryl. But it's clear that things aren't going to be that easy, since Abigail's soul is now in the Julian doll. So I'm assuming she'll probably be back. And if they need help dealing with Abigail, there are some people in the town next door who can help them. I felt really sorry for Toni when Kevin told her that he's planning to file for primary custody. Obviously, Kevin really does care about Anthony, but Percival made Kevin decide to file for primary custody. It was also really sad when it was revealed that Reggie's dad is dying, and Reggie just wants his dad to have a good time with the life that he has left. Also, when Betty found out that the ghoulies' wounds were self-inflicted and that they killed themselves, it was obvious that Percival made them kill themselves, and it made me want to find out what Percival's plan is even more. And I didn't blame Archie for thinking that Percival wants to destroy Riverdale. That does make a lot of sense. Thanks for watching, guys! If you saw the episode, let me know in the comments what you thought about it. And if you want to see any of my previous Riverdale reviews, check out the playlist. And if you want to see any of my future Riverdale reviews or any of my other future videos, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.